Wisconsin Pipe Trades Association. The social costs that result from the repeal of prevailing wage, as detailed in the Midwest Economic Policy Institute's report, is very troubling for Wisconsin construction workers and a burden for Wisconsin taxpayers. Because you see, the men and women of the building trades are an important part of the middle class and an important part of Wisconsin's economy. The men and women of the building trades work hard. They get up early and frequently need to travel long distances to the construction projects where they're working. They take pride in their work and they pay their own way. In exchange for a fair day's work, they earn a fair family supporting wage, but it's more than just a wage. Through their wage package, the men and women of the building trades fund their health insurance, their retirement savings, and their training. Training that not only assures that their skills are continually updated to meet the needs of an ever-changing construction industry, but also the training and development of the future workforce through apprenticeship to assure that there's an adequate supply of skilled workers to meet the needs of Wisconsin contractors. Speaking of workforce development, we in the building trades applaud the many Wisconsin lawmakers who are focused on workforce development in our state. We agree that we don't necessarily always have a jobs problem, but in many cases have a skills gap for the jobs that are available. We understand this because the men and women of the building trades have always focused on workforce development. And collectively, we invest nearly $30 million each year in our Wisconsin training programs, currently without any taxpayer support. But we believe that misguided policies, such as the repeal of prevailing wage, policies that intentionally or unintentionally are designed to reduce the wages of workers in our state, are counterproductive and will have a negative effect on both Wisconsin workers and the Wisconsin taxpayers, as is reported in this study. Like I said earlier, the men and women of the building trades work hard. They take pride in the work that they do, and they pay their own way. But if their wages are driven down by 14 to 44%, as described in this study, they will have no choice but to redirect their dollars that currently pay for health insurance, retirement savings, and training. They will need to redirect those dollars to wages, simply in order to pay their mortgages and to put food on the table for their families. When this happens, they will no longer be able to pay their own way. Many will be forced to turn to government assistance, like so many other low-wage workers. Just think of the social costs. Reduced tax revenue, and increased utilization in government assistance. It's terrible and it's bad for Wisconsin. The Legislative Fiscal Bureau has concluded that the elimination of prevailing wage does not necessarily translate into lower cost construction projects for the taxpayer, but from this report, we can see that there's certainly a cost in doing so. Thank you.